Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. We are following breaking news at this hour. Rocket sirens sounding across central Israel, including in Tel Aviv, for the first time in months today, as Hamas is claimed to have fired a barrage of rockets from Gaza. Israel Defense Forces putting this out on X moments ago. The militants have continued to fire projectiles at communities around Gaza more than 7 months into the war, but have not fired longer-range rockets in several months. I want to give you all a live look out in Gaza as I'm explaining this so you all can see those missile strikes underway. You see the plumes of smoke there in the distance. Now, all of this amid as earlier this morning, aid trucks entered Gaza from southern Israel through a new agreement to bypass the Rafah crossing with Egypt. This after Israeli forces seized the Palestinian side of it earlier this month. But it's unclear at this hour if humanitarian groups would be able to access the aid because of ongoing fighting in the area. Well, joining us live this morning to further explain this breaking news alert is national security expert Ken Gray. Good morning to you. Always a pleasure having you here on Live Now.
Good morning, Janae. Glad to be with you again.
Glad to have you. So a very tense time. We saw that tweet coming out, formerly known as Twitter, but now is X, from Israeli Defense Forces saying that sirens could be heard across central Israel, just showing that Hamas is firing rockets. Can you put all of this into perspective for us, Ken?
Sure. About an hour ago, the Hamas armed unit announced that they were launching missiles on Tel Aviv. And sure enough, a barrage of missiles, at least 6 missiles, was fired from Gaza City area towards Tel Aviv and central Israel. And at least one person has been injured by this missile attack in Hezrod, I believe it was. But sure enough, despite the efforts to try to stop the military attacks on Rafah, Hamas is actively attacking Israel from Gaza City, showing that the fighting in Gaza Strip is not over.
Definitely not over. And I can only imagine. I try to put myself in people's shoes so that I can understand waking up hearing those sirens, knowing that a missile is in the area. I get scared just hearing a tornado siren going off, Ken. So I can only imagine how people in that area are on edge and afraid for their lives. And the question is, where can they escape to as there is fighting going on within the entire region?
Sure. The Iron Dome is still an active system that is able to provide protection. It evaluates which missiles are going to hit in areas or would hit in areas that are occupied. And so it selects incoming missiles and takes those out which are considered to be the biggest threats. It allows them to fall into areas that are unoccupied. And so while you are right that there's no safe place to hide, nonetheless, they do have a very good active missile system taking out these missiles as they come in. This latest barrage here that has just been launched, this is the first time Israel has been subjected to these missile launches by Hamas for at least 4 months. And so they have had a period of time of reprieve from this, but now Hamas has renewed this as a threat. Whether they are capable of firing more is a big question, because the IDF is certainly going to be responding with air assets and with bodies going towards the launch sites to neutralize those sites.
Absolutely. And just as you mentioned, if they'll fire more, you can see there in the distance that video, a live look there I just popped up out there. Southern Israel looking into Gaza, another missile strike underway, as you just said, further showing that this fighting has, it doesn't look like it'll stop anytime soon. And we thought we were going to have some good news to share this morning. The last time you and I spoke last Thursday, we were discussing Egypt's role in all of this, as they are the site of where the ceasefire talks are discussed, Ken. And we're learning that a portion was open so that aid could flow through. But as all of this is happening, kind of hard for the aid to get through with the missile strikes going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So The IDF, when they moved into Rafah, selectively moved into Rafah, they took control of the gate there at the Rafah crossing. However, Egypt has refused to send any humanitarian aid through the Rafah gate because of the ongoing fighting there in Rafah. And so no trucks have been coming into there. Where they have been coming through is the Karim Shalom crossing. That is the location at the extreme eastern end of Gaza Strip and south end of Gaza Strip, where Egypt, Gaza Strip, and Israel all come together. That one is an opening that the Israelis have been passing humanitarian aid through. Egypt has agreed to allow trucks to enter in through Karim Shalom. The problem is that the trucks have been piling up there. That after they have made their deliveries, they've not been coming back across. Only 150 trucks had passed in through the Karim Shalom in the recent days. And so Egypt is working with Israel to allow trucks to pass from Egypt through Israel into the Gaza Strip through that Karim Shalom gate. However, with the fighting breaking out again here and with the missile attack, whether or not any humanitarian aid will actually get into the Gaza Strip is now a renewed question. The pier that a lot were counting on as being able to help relieve some of this, high seas have damaged that floating pier. And so there are no deliveries going in at this time. And there was also renewed attacks on the pier. And so whether or not there is going to be any relief coming through that floating pier into the Gaza Strip, we'll yet to see if they can start that up again here soon.
Just an ever-developing situation. Always a pleasure speaking with you here on Live Now from Fox. Ken Gray there.